Hello everyone and welcome to YogaVision. Thank you for tuning in with me and joining me today. My name is Vanessa and I am part of the Yoga Teachers in Training program here at YogaVision. I have been practicing yoga for over 10 years now and teaching for about 2 years. And like many things in life, yoga is a lifelong journey. So I'm really happy to be part of YogaVision and learning from Salima and all the wonderful teachers here at YogaVision, just like you guys at home. So I know we have people tuning in from all over the world, not just locally. So leave us a comment. Let us know where you're from. Remember to like this video and also follow us on Instagram and Facebook at YogaVision. So today I'm going to be guiding you guys through 60 minutes of Hatha Yoga. And with me I have a blanket, some blocks, and my water bottle. So you can take this time to grab what you will need. And we'll get started in about 3 minutes, so no rush, take your time. And if you didn't have a blanket or blocks handy, you can always use a couch cushion or a pillow, anything just to help you modify some of the postures as we go through the class. So I'm going to take the next few minutes to tune in with the Adi mantra, which is Om Namo Gurudev Namo. And the Adi mantra just helps me tune in to the teacher within me. So you can go ahead and do that as well. And you're going to be your best teacher throughout the next 60 minutes. So unfortunately, I'm not there with you to help maybe adjust you or give you personal tips, but your breath and your body are going to be your ultimate guides. So please listen to your breath, listen to your body, and you are going to be your best teacher. So I'm just going to tune in with the Adi mantra. You can join me, or you can just set an intention for the practice. Hello again and welcome. If you're just tuning in, not to worry, we're going to get started very shortly. Just to recap before we do get started, I have a blanket, some blocks, and my water bottle. And I will be giving water breaks throughout the practice. So just grab some water if you don't have it, and whatever you need to help you modify the class. And we're going to get started very soon. So we're going to start in easy pose. You can sit on a block or right on your mat. If you notice your knees come off the floor a lot, you may want to sit on a block. It's just going to help open your hips. It's going to help your knees relax down. And it also helps elongate your spine, helping you sit in a nice, comfortable sitting position. So it's time now to start. So sitting up nice and tall in our easy pose. Let's start by inhaling our arms up towards the sky, bringing our palms to touch overhead. And then exhale your hands down in front of your heart center. Tap your thumbs into your chest here. Start to find your heartbeat. And let's take a nice big breath in through our nose. Exhale out through the nose, and then we'll start releasing our hands down onto our knees. So palms can face up here if you wanted to receive energy. If you're noticing you're feeling a little lazy than usual or lethargic, you can also bring your thumb and your pointer finger together, coming into Gyan Mudra, which connects your energy with the universe. Or you can place your hands down on your knees if you notice you're feeling a little anxious or ungrounded lately. So just pick your hand variation and we'll start breathing in and out deeply, in through our nose, out through the nose. Start finding our Ujjayi breath, settling onto our mat, settling into the space and into our bodies. Nice big breaths in through the nose. And exhaling out, you can close your eyes here. Noticing your breath as you breathe in, feeling it pass your throat, filling up your belly and your chest. And then noticing how your body sinks in and relaxes on the exhale. Let's take one more big breath in through the nose together. And exhale out through the nose. And from here, we'll place our hands down on our knees. We'll start to warm up our spine with some spinal flex. So we're inhaling, looking up towards the sky, pushing our chest forward. And then on the exhale, we're rounding our spine, looking down towards our belly button and tucking our chin into chest. Inhale, looking up. Chin's lifted up towards the sky, chest is forward, and then exhale, round, look down towards your belly. Do a few more of these, following your breath, inhaling in and out, and exaggerating the movement, feeling the stretch. No rush, going at your own pace. Last big inhale in. And exhale out. Now come back to neutral. And from here, we're just going to start moving our shoulders. Inhaling our right shoulder up, exhaling it down. Then inhaling left shoulder up, exhaling it down. We're just starting to wake up our bodies here nice and slow, not rushing the movements, following our breath. And let's do one more on each shoulder. And then we'll reverse the movement, maybe moving your shoulders in the opposite direction. Keep breathing, keep smiling. And let's do one more on each side. And then coming back to neutral. From here, we're going to do some neck rolls. So bringing your chin to your chest to start. And then we're going to inhale, looking up to the right. And exhale, looking over to the left. So this is the modified version, and you can keep going like this if this feels like a good enough stretch to you. Or you can start inhaling, coming all the way on the right. And then as you come back to center, start exhaling on the left. Now take your time, don't rush this movement. Nice and slow. And you might start feeling some sensations in your neck and your head. Just keep breathing. Nice big breath as you move to the right. Exhale, coming down to the left. Inhaling to the right one last big time. And then exhaling back to the left. And then our chin's coming back to center, and then we'll move to the left. Inhaling here on the left, exhaling on the right. Going nice and slow. Don't rush the movement. We don't want to hurt ourselves. The stretch feels really nice to me. Feel all the little crinkles in my neck coming out as I move through the pose. And then one more time, inhaling on the left, exhaling, coming back down on the right, and then bringing your head back to center, coming back to our neutral pose. From here, we're going to extend our right leg out to the side, and we're keeping our left foot close to our right thigh. And we're going to grab onto our right shin, ankle, or hook our peace fingers onto our right big toe here. And we're resting that right arm down on our shin. Let's inhale our left arm up towards the sky, and we're pulling that left shoulder back, opening our chest here, looking up to the sky, breathing here, feeling that nice stretch on the back line from our hip up to the side body, breathing here for 3. Nice big breath in for 2. And 1, coming back up to center. And let's switch sides. Right foot coming into the left thigh. Again, grabbing onto your shin, your ankle, or hooking onto that left big toe with your peace fingers. Inhaling, right arm up to the sky. And then exhale, side bend here. Pulling that right shoulder back, breathing for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, come back up. And then from here, let's swing our feet behind us. And we're going to come onto our heels. So we're sitting on our heels in hero's pose or stone pose. And an option to sit on a block here. So you can place the block under your sit bone, sitting on the block. Or you can also place a blanket under your knees here. So if you need to modify this, please go ahead. From here, we're going to inhale our arms up to the sky, and then we're going to exhale, bringing our right arm under the left. Elbows come stacking on top of one another, and palms to touch. We're in eagle arms here. So if this feels off to you or it's too much of a stretch, you can also grab onto your opposite shoulders, giving yourself a nice big hug here. From here, we'll take a breath in, lifting our elbows and palms up from our face, breathing here for 3, for 2, and 1. Nice big breath here. And you're going to lean back and then exhale, fold forward. Bring your elbows down in between your knees. Start rounding that upper spine. Breathing here, allow gravity to do the work for 3, for 2, and 1. Inhale, come back up. Release your arms, and then exhale, bring your left arm under the right this time. Elbows are stacking on top of one another. Palms are touching or grabbing onto opposite shoulders. Let's stay here breathing, full belly breaths in and out through the nose for 3, for 2, and 1. Take a breath here, lean back slightly, and then exhale, fold forward. Bring those elbows in between your knees for 3,
for 2, and 1. Inhale, coming back up.
And then release your arms, reaching them behind you and interlacing your hands behind your hips. So we're going to roll our shoulders back, squeezing the shoulder blades together, lifting our chest up to the sky, dropping our head back, looking up, breathing here for 3, 2, and 1. Coming back to center, release your hands. And from here, we're going to transition into tabletop. So wrists are stacked under our shoulders. Knees are just open about hip distance, setting up our foundation here. You can place a blanket under your knees here for a little support to take a little pressure off the knees. From here, we're going to go into cat-cow. So on our inhale, we're rotating our hips up, dropping the belly, sending our head through our shoulders, looking up. Exhaling, we're rounding our back here, rotating hips down, looking towards our belly button. We'll go a bit faster, follow your breath. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round, look towards the belly. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, round, look down. Really feeling the stretch on the entire spine. From the root to the crown. Inhale, look up. Exhale, round. Let's do one more. Inhale, look up. And exhale, round. From here, we'll come back to neutral. Reset your foundation if you need to. And then we're going to start lifting up that left foot towards the sky. So our knee is bent here. And we're going to do some donkey kicks. So adding a pulse for 10. Go slow. 9, 8. Working on our glutes. 7, 6. Keep breathing. Keep smiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. From here, we're going to reach back with our right hand, grabbing onto that left foot, and we're going to keep kicking into that right hand. Stay here breathing for 3, for 2, and 1. Release your right hand down. And we're going to bring our left foot down on the outside of the right here. Take a breath here. And then exhale, twist, looking over the right shoulder towards the top of that left heel. 3 big full belly breaths in and out the nose here for 3, for 2, and 1. Let's draw that left knee back to center, and we'll do the other side now. So let's start lifting our right foot up towards the sky. There's a bend in our knee. Start pulsing here, going slow for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay here, reach back with that left hand, grabbing onto the right foot. Keep kicking into that left hand here, breathing for 3, for 2, and 1. Release your left hand down. Right foot comes on the outside of the left here. Take a breath in. And exhale, twist, looking over that left shoulder. Breathing here for 3, for 2, and 1. Draw that right knee back to center. And we're going to bring our knees as wide as our mat. Start sinking your hips back into your heels. Option here is to use a block and place it under your sit bones. Or you can also use a block, bringing it down in front of you. And we're going to sink down, coming into a child's pose. Elbows are lifted off our mat. Taking a little bit of a break here, but we're still getting a nice stretch into our spine. And on the inhale, reach your fingers up to the top of your mat. Exhaling, sinking back into your heels. Let's do a couple of these. Inhale, reach, reach, reach. Exhale, sink back. Inhale, reach up, breathe into that spine. And then exhale, sink back. One more time. Inhale, reach hands up towards the mat. And then exhale, sinking back. From here, let's take a nice big breath in, and then we'll walk our hands over to the left side. Rest your head in between your biceps. Taking a few big belly breaths in here for 3, 2, and 1. Let's go a little deeper, grabbing onto that left wrist. Feeling the stretch deepen on the right side here for 3, for 2, and 1. Release your wrist, walk your hands back to center, and then all the way over to the right side. Heads resting in between the biceps. Breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Go a little deeper, grabbing onto your right wrist for another 3, 2, and 1. Release your wrist, come back to center, and then push back up into tabletop. From here, we're going to untuck our toes, sending our hips to our heels, and then lifting our sit bones up towards the sky, coming into our first down dog. We can start pedaling our feet here, bending one knee at a time. You can sway your hips a little bit here if you like. And then let's plant both our heels down onto our mat, taking in a nice big breath in through the nose, and then on the exhale, come down to a plank. If you needed to drop your knees down here, tuck your toes down, and then relax your hips down towards the mat. Or just stay in plank, breathing here for 3. Belly's in your spine for 2. And 1. Push back into down dog. Catch your breath. Breathe in and out through the nose. And from here, let's take another big breath in through the nose. And then we'll exhale down to plank. This time we're going to roll to the right, coming into a side plank on the right side. You can drop that right knee down here if you need to, looking up towards the left hand, breathing here for 3, for 2, and 1. Rolling back to the center, coming back to down dog, catching your breath. Breathe in and out through the nose for 3, 2, and 1. Inhale here, exhale, coming back to plank, rolling to the left, dropping your knee down if you like, or staying here for 3, for 2, and 1. Coming back to center, pushing back to down dog, catch your breath. And from here,
Let's lift our heels up. Inhale through the nose. Open your mouth. Exhale, side out. A little bit of a lion's breath. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side out. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, side out. Now looking towards the top of your hands, you can start bear walking, keeping your legs nice and straight. Or you can also just hop up to the top of your mat. And we're going to stay in a forward fold here. Rest your hands onto your shins, micro bend your knees, belly's resting on your thighs. Let's inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, folding forward. One more time, inhale up. Exhale, fold forward. And release your hands down, sweeping them across your mat. Inhaling, arms up towards the sky. And we're going to bring our hands together in prayer position here. And then open the mouth, sigh the breath out. When you get to your heart center, you're going to push the air out. Let's do a few of those. Just fix my shirt a little bit. Inhaling, arms up. Palms come to touch. Open the mouth, side out. Interlace at your heart. Push the air out. Inhaling, arms up. Palms together. Open the mouth. Exhale it out. Interlace at your heart. Push the air out. Now release your hands. Inhale, arms up to the sky. And then we're going to reverse swan dive down, reaching your hands down to the mat. So we're placing our hands on either side of our mat, or our feet, sorry. And we're going to step back with that left foot first. So left heel is lifted off the mat, toes are pressing into the mat, and our right knee is bent at 90 degrees, stacking over the ankle. So if you're not able to bring your knee over the ankle, that's okay. Just be mindful not to bring your knee past your ankle here. And we're going to inhale, sweeping our arms up towards the sky, and then exhale, sinking down into this runner's lunge, high lunge here. So as I look down, I can still see all my 10 toes. I'm just going to relax my shoulders down a little bit, making sure they're not up by my ears. Relaxing my jaw. And I'm going to breathe here. Big full belly breath in and out through the nose for 3, for 2, and 1. Let's release into a warrior 2. So our back foot is now parallel to the back of our mat. Front knee is still bent. Arms come across our body nice and wide. And we're looking towards the top of that right hand. Staying here, breathing here for 3, for 2, and 1. Let's take a breath in here. Start shifting our body towards the top of our mat. Another breath in here, and then exhale, fold forward. Coming into modified triangle, so you don't have to go as low as me. You can bring your hands, just resting them in front of your shin here, also your thigh, or coming all the way down towards the mat. Your right knee can stay bent, or you can straighten it, pushing that left hip back, coming into triangle. Looking up at your left hand here for 3, 2, and 1. Let's bend that front knee before we move up, protecting our joint. Coming back into warrior two. Release your hands down. And we're going to pivot that right foot towards the side of her mat. So we're going to set up for a goddess next. So toes are actually going to point out away from our body. Inhale our arms up here. Bring your palms to touch. And then exhale, start bending your knees, sinking into this pose. So your upper body's stacked over your hips. Just be mindful you're not leaning to the front or the back or the sides here. And you're bringing your knees back. So from here, let's add a pulse for 10. Go slow. 9, 8, keep breathing. 7, really feeling in the inner hips and thighs. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stay low. Breathe here for 3, for 2. It's burning. And 1. Release your hands down. Come back up. And then we're going to pivot our feet to the back of our mat now. So from here, let's inhale our arms up. And then exhale, bend into that left knee, lifting up the right heel. So we're coming into a high lunge or a runner's lunge on this side. Relaxing the shoulders, relaxing your jaw. Focus on your breath. For 3, for 2, and 1. Let's open into warrior 2. Back foot now parallel to the back of our mat. Arms come nice and wide across our body. Front knee is bent. Stay here, looking towards that left hand. For 3, for 2, and 1. Take a breath in here. Shift your body towards the back of the mat. Inhale here, and then exhale, folding forward, finding your triangle. So staying modified with your knee bent or straightening that left leg, pushing that right hip back. Let's look up towards that right hand for 3, for 2, and 1. Bend that front knee, come back up to warrior 2. Release your hands down, pivoting that left foot to the side of our mat next. And let's inhale, arms up, toes are pointing in. And then we're gonna exhale, start folding forward, hinging at the hips, bringing our hands down towards our mat. Option to place 2 blocks under your hands here if you like. And from here, you can stay here if this is enough, feeling the back lines opening up here. Or let's take a breath in through the nose, inhaling the right arm up, looking up towards that hand. Staying here in a little bit of a twist, or bringing that right hand down on your lower back, or reaching it for that left thigh, pulling the right shoulder back, looking up to the sky for 3, enjoying the stretch for 2, and 1. Release that right hand back down. Now let's inhale, left arm up. Option to keep the left arm up towards the sky, or bring it on your lower back, or reach for that right thigh, pulling the left shoulder back. Stay here for 3, for 2, and 1. Releasing that left hand down. And now we're going to bring our hands to our hips. Keep your knees micro bent. Inhale here. And then start coming up halfway. And then exhaling all the way up. From here, we're going to heel toe our feet back together. Let's inhale, arms up. And then we're going to exhale, bring our hands to our lower back, rolling the shoulders back, opening our chest, and then start dropping your head back slightly, looking up towards the sky here, coming into a little bit of a heart opener. Noticing your heart rate, noticing your breath. Staying here for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Start coming back to neutral. And let's take a break here. Let's get some water. And then we'll come into our mid-Shavasana. And we're going to lay down on our mat, coming into a reclined butterfly. So bringing the soles of our feet together and laying back. Arms can relax by your side. You can place your hands just above your knee, adding a little bit of pressure, helping your hips open a little bit, and you're not pulling or pushing them down, just adding a little bit of pressure. Or you can just place one hand on your belly, one hand over your chest, finding your heart rate here. Noticing your breath. Breathing in and out. Nice long deep breaths. Calming that heart rate down. Settling back into your body. Noticing the temperature of your body and any other sensations you're feeling. Maybe if you're still holding on to some tension, breathe nice and deep and long, focusing on that area, and then exhaling, releasing. And we're in a passive hip opener, so the longer we stay here, the more we're going to start to feel this pose. You might feel it in your lower back, in your hips, in your glutes, in your thighs, in your knees. Just keep breathing and releasing here for another 3, 2, and 1. From here, we'll bring our hands under our knees, start bringing our knees together. And then we'll relax our left leg down onto the mat. Start drawing our right knee into our chest, interlacing our hands on our shins. So keeping our elbows nice and wide here. Both your toes on your feet are pointing up to the sky. So keeping this nice and active. And keep breathing in and out through your nose. And with your exhale, try to draw that right knee in closer to your chest. And the more you practice this pose, maybe you'll be able to bring your right knee closer into that right armpit. But wherever you are today, that's where you need to be. Don't force it. Just keep breathing, keep working at it. And this pose is called wind relieving pose, so it's great for our digestion, and it's also great for releasing trapped gas in our body. So just stay here breathing for another 3, 2, and 1. Let's release our left hand down onto our left thigh. And we're just making sure our left hip doesn't roll off the mat as we release our right knee down to the floor. So let's take a nice big breath here. And we're going to exhale. Start releasing that right knee down towards the floor, opening the right hip area. Breathing deep and long. In and out through the nose for 3, for 2, and 1. Let's draw that right knee back up to center, releasing that right leg onto your mat. And just notice the right hip for a moment. Notice how grounded it feels, how open it feels, especially compared to the left side. Let's even that out a little bit. Inhaling left knee up towards your chest, interlacing your hands on the shin. Elbows are nice and wide. Toes are pointing up to the sky, keeping this nice and active on both sides. We're still working on our digestive system here. Breathing in, exhaling, trying to draw that knee in a little closer. Working towards bringing that knee into the left armpit. Remember, you're not forcing or pulling. Allow yourself to guide yourself with your breath. For another 3, for 2, and 1. Release the right hand down onto that right hip. Again, making sure it doesn't roll up here. Take a breath in and then exhale, releasing that left knee down towards the mat. Opening the inner hip and glute area here. Breathing in nice and deep for 3, for 2, and 1. Let's draw our knee back up, and then we'll inhale right knee in towards our chest. Give our knees a nice big hug, or give our shins a nice big hug. Really pressing our thighs into our belly here, and we're keeping our lower back nice and grounded onto the floor. So don't lift up your lower back here. And you can rock side to side, just releasing some tension in our lower back. And then from here, we're going to place our hands under our lower back, setting up for a little bit of core work. So you can also place a blanket under your lower back if you find that more comfortable. And then we're going to send our legs up towards the sky here. And if you did have a strong core, option to place your hands beside your hips. But if you're just starting out with the core work, I would recommend placing your hands under your lower back. That's just going to help keep this nice and safe. It's going to help us from lifting up our lower back as we do the core work. So the pose we're in now, I think it's called legs up the wall. And it just helps to drain our lymphatic system. It brings blood into our core, which is great. Way to set up for core work, and it's also good for swelling in our legs. So sometimes I notice if I travel to a hot country, I get some swelling in my legs. So doing this for a few minutes every day definitely helps with the swelling. So you can try that next time we're able to travel. So let's take a nice big breath in through the nose. And then on the exhale, we're going to lower down slowly for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's start adding a pulse now. Inhaling your legs up and exhaling down for 10. 9, keep breathing. 8, can breathe in and out through your nose or your mouth here, just breathe. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here, breathe here. Catch your breath. Taking another big breath in, let's lower down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Option to keep your head and shoulders down or lift them up looking towards your toes, and we'll flutter kick here for 10, 9, 8, keep breathing, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your head and shoulders down. Inhale, legs up towards the sky. Catch your breath. Deep inhales in through the nose. Maybe open the mouth. Exhale out, letting some heat out of your body. Inhale in again. Exhale out. Let's do one last set here together. Nice big inhale in through the nose. And we'll lower down slow for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Option to keep head and shoulders down or lift them up, looking towards your toes. And let's scissor here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release your head and shoulders down. Inhale, legs back up last time. And we're going to bring our knees down in towards our armpits, keeping our feet as wide apart from each other as you can. And we're grabbing onto our ankles, the soles of our feet, or hooking onto our big toes with our peace fingers, coming into a happy baby pose. Noticing your breath, breathing nice and deep into your belly here. Notice how deep you can send your breath here. Send the oxygen into your core. Keep your lower back sealed onto your mat. Try not to lift here. And you can add a rock from side to side if you like. Keep breathing. Maybe smile. We're done the core work. And we aren't happy babies, so we should be smiling. And then coming back to center, releasing the soles of our feet onto our mat. And we're going to set up here for a bridge pose. So if you'd like to use your block, you can place 1 or 2 blocks or your cushion under your lower back. Or another option is to place it in between your knees. So this is going to help with alignment. It's going to help keep your knees stacked over the ankles and of making them stay in proper alignment and avoid buckling your knees out to the side. So try doing this with a block if you've never done it before with a block. And you should be able to brush the back of your heels here with your fingertips. And then keep your hands relaxed down by your sides, palms down to start. And let's take a nice big breath in here. And then on the exhale, we're going to lift up our hips. You can stay here or start rolling those shoulder blades under your back, interlacing your hands under your hips, keeping your chin tucked into your chest here so you're not looking around. Just keep breathing, keep lifting your hips up, enjoying the stretch here. And if you didn't place a block or a cushion in between your knees, just imagine you did. Stay here for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Slowly start to uncurl your shoulders, and you're going to start releasing your back down, vertebrae at a time. Tailbone comes down last. Let's remove the block. And then we'll windshield wipe our knees side to side here. And then we'll bring our feet to the edges of our mat, bringing our knees together in the center. And then from here, let's release both our knees down to the right. So your right foot is in front of the left knee. Your legs are not stacked on top of each other here. Keep breathing, noticing the stretch in your hip and glutes. You can look up towards the sky or look towards the left side, the opposite direction of your knees, just getting a bit of a twist here for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Let's bring our knees back to center, bringing our feet back to the edges of our mat, and then bringing our knees in to start. Take a breath in here, and then exhale, release your knees down to the left side. Again, your left foot is in front of the right knee. Your legs are not stacking on top of one another. Also getting a bit of a stretch in your knees here and your thighs. Looking up towards the sky or looking towards the right side, getting a little bit of a twist here. Breathing nice and deep in and out through the nose for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Bring our knees back up. And from here, we're going to inhale our left arm up to the sky. And then let's roll our body over to the left, resting our head on our left bicep. Right hand comes down onto the mat or floor in front of you. Keep your knees tucked into your chest here. And just take a few moments to breathe in and out through the nose. Allowing yourself to process how you feel so far. Let's take one big breath in together. And on the exhale, we'll start pushing into that right hand. And we're going to come up into a seated position. So our feet are planting on the floor in front of us. And from here, we're going to pick up our right foot, place it behind the left knee. So we're making a number 4 here with our legs. And you should definitely feel the stretch on your hip, glute, and groin area on the right side. And the closer you bring that left foot in here, the deeper that stretch is going to be. Try to keep your back nice and straight. And keep moving that right knee away from your body. So this is a great alternative for pigeon pose. If pigeon pose is just not in your practice just as yet, you can always start out here and then work your way into pigeon. Keep your shoulders relaxed down, keep breathing, enjoying the stretch for another 3, 2, and 1. From here, let's release the right foot down. Pick up the left foot, place it behind that right knee, keeping your back nice and straight. Relaxing the shoulders down. Again, intensity will depend on where you place that right foot. And keep moving the left knee away from your body. Breathing here for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Let's release that left foot down, and we're going to swing our feet behind us, coming into a down dog next. So let's take a couple breaths here. We can pedal out our feet again. And we can add a down dog flow. We're nice and warm here. So let's inhale, come to plank. Drop your knees down if you need to. Take a breath in here. Exhale, tuck your elbows in. Chaturanga. Inhaling up dog. Relax the shoulders down. And then exhale, down dog. Plant down on that left foot. Inhale, right leg up, bend the knee, open the hip, bringing that right foot towards the left glute. And then we're gonna swing that right knee forward, releasing the knee behind your right wrist. Now straighten out that left leg behind you, coming up onto your fingertips to start here. If you like, you can place a block under your hip. And if this does not feel comfortable, go back into the seated variation that we were just in to get a similar stretch here. Let's extend our arms out to the side. We'll take a nice big breath in here. Inhale. And then exhale, bring your hands into fist. Inhale. Exhale, bring the hands into fist. One more time, inhale here, and exhale, bring your hands into fist. Release your hands down. Ground the hips down here, take a breath in, and then exhale, start folding forward. Now you can stack your hands here, or you can rest your hands on top of one another. Another option is to use a block or a blanket, placing it down in front of the mat. But you want to try bringing your third eye as close to the mat as possible. Notice if you're leaning towards one side or the other here, trying to keep your body in the center line. Keep breathing. Use your Ujjayi breath. And you want to make noise with your breath. It should sound like the ocean waves. Breathing into that right hip. Exhaling long, releasing any baggage, any tension in that hip area. For 3, 4, 2, and 1. Slowly start coming back up. And you're going to untuck that left foot, sending the right leg back, coming back into down dog. Stay here or add another flow. Inhale, plank. Take a breath in here. Drop your knees down if you like. Exhale, down chaturanga. Inhaling, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Plant down on your right foot. Inhaling, left leg up. Bend the knee, open the hip, bringing that left foot towards the right glute. Then we're going to swing the knee forward, placing it behind the wrist. Straightening that right leg out behind you. And then grounding your hips down here. Again, option to use a block under your hip here if you like. Extend your arms out to the side. Inhale. Exhale, release. Inhale. Exhale, release. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, release. Now bring your hands back down in front of you. Ground the hips down again. Take a breath in here. And then exhale, lowering down. Bringing your your third eye as close to the mat as possible. Stacking your fist, resting your hands one on top of the other, or third eye all the way down. Keep breathing, listening to the sound of your breath. Nice oceanic breath here. Releasing any stress and tension you're feeling on the left hip and glute area for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Slowly start to push yourself back up here, leaning into that left hip, and we're going to swing our right leg around. And we're coming into an easy pose here. Again, option to sit on a block or a blanket. Or if you like, you can come into half lotus, bringing that right foot in first. And if you feel like you can go a little deeper, let's try bringing that left foot coming into full lotus. From here, we'll inhale our arms up towards the sky, and we'll bring our right hand down on our left knee. Left arm comes behind us, just acting as a second spine, a little bit of support. Relax your shoulders down here. Take a nice big breath in here, looking towards me to start. And then exhale, looking towards the side wall, starting to twist. Nice big inhale here. Exhale, looking towards the back corner. Nice big inhale here. And then exhale, twist, looking behind you. Staying here. Breathing for 3. Twisting deeper for 2. And 1. Coming back to center. Let's go into a little bit of a release here. Placing your hands down in the opposite side. And coming back to center. Inhaling, arms up again. Bringing your left hand down on your right knee, and then right hand behind you for a little bit of support. Relax the shoulders down, looking towards me to start. Nice big breath here. Inhale, and then exhale, twisting, looking to the side wall. Nice big breath here, and then exhale, looking to the back corner. One more big breath here. Exhale, twisting, trying to look behind you. Going deeper and deeper, getting rid of toxins for 3, 4, 2, and 1. Coming into a bit of a counter. Releasing that tension in your lower back. And coming back to center, let's inhale our arms up together one last time. Bringing your hands to touch in prayer, releasing down on your exhale, tapping that thumb into your chest, noticing your heartbeat, noticing your body and any sensations here. Let's take a big breath in through the nose.
Exhale out. Then we'll bring our thumbs to tap our third eye here. Big breath in through the nose. Exhale out. And then we'll bow down to our practice, grounding our energy, thanking each other for tuning in, for breathing and stretching together. It's been my honor guiding you through your practice today. Please remember to like and comment, maybe sharing where you're from, giving me some feedback. And remember to follow us on Instagram and Facebook at YogaVision. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Namaste.